Feeling stuck in midlife? Here's something that might surprise you. You need more fear in your life, not less. Welcome to the Mindful Midlife Mom, helping mentally exhausted moms carrying the weight of raising kids and caring for aging parents find calm in the chaos and reclaim themselves while caring for everyone else. I'm your host, Valerie Mecki. I'm a mom of two living with my mom part-time as we take care of my aging father. I'm also a mindfulness enthusiast, navigating the crazy life changes of midlife. I know what I said in the intro sounds completely backwards, right? You're thinking, Valerie, I've had enough fear in my life. Between worrying about my aging parents, my kids, work stress, why would I want more? But stick with me because what I'm about to share might completely reframe how you think about fear and why feeling stuck is actually a sign you need to invite a specific kind of fear into your life. Let's dive in. So you're feeling stuck in midlife. Let's connect the dots. You feel stuck because you're avoiding all fear, including the kind that could actually help you grow. You've had so much unintentional fear forced on you that your brain has gone into protection mode. No more discomfort, no more change, just keep things stable and safe. But here's the paradox. Playing it safe is what's keeping you stuck. When you avoid all fear, you stop advocating for yourself at work, setting boundaries with family, trying anything new, speaking up, pursuing what actually matters to you. And that's why you feel stuck. Not because you're failing, not because something's wrong with you, but because you've stopped choosing growth. The way out to get unstuck isn't to avoid more. It is to strategically choose what scares you on your terms, your growth. So let's reframe this. There are two types of fear. Unintentional fear. Life forces it on you. You're reactive, defensive, in survival mode. You're asking, why is this happening to me? Intentional fear. You summon it strategically. You're proactive, growth-oriented, expanding. You're choosing, I'm doing this because I want to grow. The difference? Unintentional fear happens to you. Intentional fear is something you create on your terms, on your timeline, for your own growth. So let's keep connecting the dots. You feel stuck because you're avoiding all fear, including the kind that would actually help you grow. You've had so much unintentional fear that's forced on you that your brain has gone into protection mode. But that protection is also preventing you from expanding, from trying new things, from moving forward. The way to get unstuck isn't to avoid more. It's to strategically choose what scares you and in your terms. Why this matters. You're going to experience change whether you like it or not. Would you rather take control of change in a positive way rather than only changing when circumstances are forced on you? Now, let me be clear, intentional fear doesn't feel good in the moment. That queasy feeling before you speak up in a meeting, that shakiness before a difficult boundary conversation, that vulnerability when you try something new, those uncomfortable feelings, that's rapid growth in action. You're already stronger than you think. And let's not forget, you're already proven you can handle hard things. You've navigated role reversal with your parents. You've managed competing demands. You've handled crisis phone calls. You've made decisions under pressure. You've advocated in medical settings. If you can handle all of that unintentional fear, you can absolutely handle intentional fear. And this time, you get to choose what you grow toward. So how do you actually face intentional fear without feeling like just one more thing to add to your already overflowing plate? Let me introduce you to the FACE FACE framework, a way to approach intentional fear strategically on your terms to help you get unstuck. Let's start with F. F is for finding the fear that's holding you back. Think about where you feel most stuck. That's probably where you've been avoiding intentional fear. Ask yourself, where have I been playing small? What have I been putting off because it feels scary? What would I do if I weren't afraid of failing, being judged, or feeling uncomfortable? That's your intentional fear to face. A is acknowledging what avoiding it's costing you. Be honest, what has avoiding this fear cost you? Has it cost you professional advancement, strained relationships, creative fulfillment, self-respect, opportunities? When you name the cost, when you see clearly that staying stuck has taken from you, you create that motivation to change. C is to choose to face your fear on your terms. This is the key difference. You're not waiting for life to force you. You're not reacting to crisis. You're choosing the time, the circumstances, the approach. You get to decide when you face this fear, how you will prepare, what support you need, what the first small step looks like. And lastly, E, expose yourself repeatedly until discomfort becomes familiar. Here's the truth. Fear doesn't disappear, but you can get comfortable with it. The way you do it? Repeated exposure. You face the fear again and again until your nervous system learns, oh, this is uncomfortable, but I can handle it. Every time you face it, you get a little less stuck. You expand a little more. You become someone who chooses growth. Okay, story time. Let me quickly share a fear of mine that has kept me completely stuck professionally for a really long time. Public speaking. Is it weird that a podcaster has this fear? Well, being behind the mic has never been a problem. Live with eyeballs on you, judging you, listening to every and fumble of words makes this recovering perfectionist want to crawl in a hole and hide. And because of that fear, I stayed at the same level. Promotions have passed over me. I didn't share my ideas in meetings. I felt stuck. And I didn't realize that my avoidance of this one fear was keeping me from moving forward in my new career. Then I was forced to face my fear, not on my own term, because I was asked to make a presentation to the marketing and branding team. I fumbled through the entire speech. I forgot to breathe. I almost passed out in front of everyone. So after that presentation, I realized I can't live like this anymore. This fear is holding me back. It's keeping me stuck. It's stopping me from becoming who I want to be professionally. So I made a choice. I enrolled in a public speaking course with 36 people for 5 weeks, 3 times a week. I had to speak in front of small groups. Was it terrifying? Absolutely. Did I want to quit? Multiple times. But I kept showing up. I kept exposing myself to the fear, and something shifted. A few months later, I had to present to the same marketing and branding team. And yes, there was fear, but I didn't fumble my words. I used the practices I learned. I remembered to breathe. And in the middle of the presentation, the CEO messaged everyone that I should teach a course on public speaking. That comment, that transformation was worth facing fear for 5 weeks straight in a row. So fear doesn't disappear, but I became someone who could handle it. I got unstuck. And that skill, it carried over into other areas of my life. I want to give a shout out to Ultra Speaking Course. Their program, which I'm not being paid to promote, helped me face my fear, completely shift my perspective of myself as a public speaker. I will be forever grateful to them and proud of myself for finally confronting my biggest fear. I hope this story helps inspires you to take action with the FACE framework. And with that expression of hope, let's shift into today's affirmation practice. This affirmation is designed to help you embrace intentional growth, even when it scares you, even when getting unstuck feels uncomfortable. The affirmation is, I choose to grow even when it scares me. This declaration reminds you that growth is a choice, and you can choose to intentionally expand, and you're capable of handling the discomfort that comes with it. So let's get started. Find a comfortable position and take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale all the air out through your mouth, releasing any energy that doesn't serve you. Take another deep breath in. Let all the air out. Let go of any tension you're holding. Let your shoulders drop. Let it all melt away. Slowly begin to feel the courage rise inside of you. I'll say today's affirmation twice, first for you to listen, then imagine someone writing it down on a whiteboard. This will help with memorization, so let's begin. I choose to grow even when it scares me. I choose to grow even when it scares me. I'll repeat the affirmation 2 more times, once for you to listen, the second time to say it out loud to yourself, creating a deep connection with the words. I choose to grow even when it scares me. I choose to grow even when it scares me. Now, imagine the possibilities of what this year could bring. Visualize yourself getting stronger, healthier, maybe finally taking that course, being a student again, or starting that passion project that sparks joy back into your life. You may feel the fear, also feel the excitement of growing and starting something new. Visualize this in full color as I repeat the affirmation again. I choose to grow even when it scares me. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes if you had them closed. And if it feels comfortable to you, place your hand over your heart to help seal this moment with self-love and care. Beautiful work. You just practiced an affirmation that reinforces your ability to choose growth, even when it's uncomfortable, even when getting unstuck requires facing fear. Please share it with another midlife mom who's been feeling stuck. Send her this episode and remind her she's stronger than she thinks, and she gets to choose her own growth. And if you're looking for more practices to help you navigate the season in the sandwich generation, I'd love for you to join our Oh Hello Midlife newsletter on Substack. I'll drop the link in the show notes below. And as a thank you for joining, you'll receive a 10-minute calm kit for sandwich generation moms. 3 quick practices designed specifically for your packed schedule. Morning meditation, midday mantras, bedtime visualization to help release the day and restore your peace. It's the perfect way to let mindfulness guide you through the season, even when you only have a few minutes to spare. Thank you for spending this time with me, and most importantly, thank yourself for showing up and acknowledging that your feelings are valid, even the scary ones. Because every moment you dedicate to being mindful is a step towards a more fulfilled and vibrant life. Keep embracing your midlife journey with an open heart, and remember, you're not alone in this. I look forward to our next mindful gathering. I'll talk to you soon. Before you go, I want to remind you that I'm not a licensed therapist, a counselor, or a medical professional. Everything I share on this podcast comes from my own personal experience navigating the sandwich generation and my own journey with mindfulness practices. This content is for educational and inspirational purposes only and shouldn't be considered medical or mental health advice. If you're experiencing persistent mental health symptoms, thoughts of self-harm, or anything that's significantly interfering with your daily life, please reach out to a qualified mental health professional or your healthcare provider. They can give you the proper support and guidance you deserve. I'm simply a friend sharing what's worked for me as I navigate the crazy life changes of midlife, hoping it might help you too. Trust your instincts and always prioritize getting professional help whenever you need it.